Okay, so welcome to Let's Talk, game week 29. We're going to review this week. No predictions this week. Obviously, it's international, but we will be doing an international video next Tuesday. But yeah, we're going to go through the predictions first, and then we're going to review all the games. So prediction-wise, another bad week for me. Another bad week. Shaun beat me again. I mean, this week was very close. This week was very, very close. So I can't be too disheartened. So we'll go for the game. So Leeds, Fulham. Shaun said 2-1. It was 2-1. So I'm not unhappy about that. Obviously, Leeds won, so I'm buzzing with that, to be fair. And we finally won in London after like 42 games or something. So buzzing with that. I put 1-1. I went safe, but I'm buzzing with 2-1. So I'm buzzing, to be fair. Newcastle, Brighton, we both said 2-1. It was 3-0, so we both got a point for that. West Ham, Arsenal, I went 3-1 West Ham. You went 1-1 draw. Obviously, it was 3-3 draw. That's just unlucky for me because, I mean, I said West Ham had scored and they did score. So that's just unfortunate.
Yeah, but I was much closer, though, innit? With a draw.
Yeah.
4 goals short, but still, yeah.
And Antonio hit the post as well, so that could have been 4. So yeah, I'm saying unlucky. And then the last one, Villa Spurs. Shaun went 3-1. I went 2-0. So 2-0 it was. So I got the 3 points for that one. So yeah, battering me at the moment, aren't you? Shocking.
I know, mate. Ooh,
I'll get it back. I'll get it back. So we're going to do something a little bit different this week, and we're going to put the games on, and we're going to watch the game, and then talk about it while we're watching it, and talk about it after as well. So as there's not many games this week, we thought we'd do something a bit different. And in the comments, if you do like what we're doing with this, we're watching the games and stuff, let us know and we can do it again. But so I'll put the Leeds game on first, and then Shaun, do you want to kick us off with the Leeds game?
Yeah.
All right, go for it.
Yeah. Okay. Excellent away win for Leeds. First one in London since they were probably back in the Premier League, actually. They probably haven't won in London. Good performance. Bit harsh with the initial offside goal. Thought that was a little bit harsh.
Shocking with the VAR.
I know. Very harsh offside. But
I mean, it's literally.
I don't know. It might have just been right. If you look at it right, is because it's to do with your shoulder and sleeve, isn't it? So it's the part of your shoulder. If they say it's up to the corner of your shirt. So obviously if that's offside, it's very harsh though. Maybe the benefit of the doubt should have gone to him. It was a great header by Luke Ayling. But Bamford scoring again. Proving why he should have been in the England squad. Now I don't understand why he's not in the England squad. That's his 14th goal this season.
Yeah.
14th goal. So, you know what I mean? And he got a lovely assist for Rafinha to score. Bear in mind, Rafinha doesn't really shoot with the right foot at all. That was a really good finish by him in the post. The goal, Areola will be disappointed. Obviously, yet again, a negative for Leeds was poor defending from a set piece. As that was quite easy for Anderson to score that goal. He should never have really been allowed to score that goal. Obviously, as you see, Melier, that was one of the saves of the season.
That's right. That's why I paused it because I wanted you to comment on that save because it was unreal.
It was absolutely fantastic. You got no right to save that at all, but it was a fantastic save. But Bamford, man, Fox in the box, just scores goals, and you got to give Leeds credit. I went on the road, tough. Fulham goal recently, despite defeat the other week to Man City. They've been playing well, and a couple points from safety, really. But Leeds, just any doubts of them even considering going down is evaporated now that they've beaten Fulham for me. So good excellent win on the road for Leeds.
I totally agree with you. I thought it was just a very good performance. I thought we played really well. I'm just watching the goal now. A bit of poor defending. Us conceding the goal, but I thought other than them scoring that goal, I thought we dominated. To be fair, they had a couple of chances, like you can see it now with Luckman. A bit of a half chance, and obviously that Meze, brilliant save. But yeah, I thought, especially second half, I thought as soon as we got the second, I thought we dominated. I think Scott Parker came out and said that, didn't he? But but Leeds absolutely dominated. For the goal, Calvin Phillips for that interception, I think is absolutely flawless. When he takes the ball off him, I just think that's absolutely brilliant. And the Bamford's touch to Rafinha, and then the Rafinha when he takes it round the defender and then puts it in, I just think, just just the way he takes it around the defender there and just slots it home, I think absolutely fantastic. But yeah, like you say, I think
left foot to right foot goal.
Stop saying that. Yeah, so I think, like you say, I think we're safe now, 100% now. I think now and to break that duck of winning in London as well, I think we're 100% safe now. I can't see us going down. I think Fulham, to be fair to them, they went toe to toe with us. Especially that first half. I thought they went toe to toe with us and they really, battle and stuff. And I think Leeds put a shift in. I think they really did work hard. Calvin Phillips. I thought he, ran himself into the ground. Bamford obviously only did 60 minutes. He had to come off. And Rafinha, and they're all shattered by the end of the game. So I think they really put in a good team performance. Strout was excellent again. I thought Shuey Das was, brilliant in midfield. Llorente, I thought, struggled a little bit. He likes all the t-shirt as well. I don't know if you've noticed in the box as well. I think you need to stop that.
Does.
Obviously,
He does.
A bit of foreign defending. Do you know what I mean? And you need to stop that. But no, yeah, I thought a brilliant, really good game to watch as well. I thought, both teams it was just a very open game. Both teams were going for it and stuff, and fair play to Fulham. But, like Scott Parker said, they just weren't good enough on the day, really. I thought the Mitrovic substitution was a poor one. I think it sort of changed the game a little bit where Maggio was working a little bit, whereas Mitrovic didn't work. Do you know what I mean? And I think you needed a grafter up there against Leeds. I thought it was a really good game to watch, and I think Fulham could be okay. I think Fulham could definitely survive. I think the way they're playing, obviously they've got Newcastle coming up soon, and the way that they're fighting against these teams, I think they can definitely stay up. I thought Lookman's a really good player. I do like Lookman. I think he's a very good player. But yeah, really, really good game. Do you want to go on to Brighton next?
Yeah, fair. I was just going to say, but I was just going to say, maybe for Leeds, probably like a thing for them is to finish in the top 10 as a goal towards the end of the season. Try and finish in the top 10 this season. Now that you're basically safe, that's just like off the cuff.
Oh yeah, they can play with no fear.
And then try and play their way into their Euro squads. Yeah, so just like for Leeds, probably trying to finish in the top 10 is probably a good target for them, and also in terms of like some of their squads trying to make the international squads for the Euros, try to play their way into form towards the end of the season. So it's like they've still got a lot to play for. So yeah, fair play for Leeds.
I think just going on to your point with Bamford as well, just with him getting England call up, I'm buzzing he didn't get an England call up. Like I'm literally buzzing because he's shattered. He needs a rest. Do you know what I mean? He needs a rest, and I just think it's a good thing he's not got an England call up because it's better for Leeds. He's had a fantastic season. So is Ollie Watkins. I think it's going to be them two fighting it out for, and Tommy Abraham fighting out for that striker spot. But if he, like you said, if I make it, I make it. If I don't, I don't. Do you know what I mean? But I'm quite happy that he's got a rest. If same with Luke, I think they deserve a good rest. And like you said, the games we've got coming up: Man City, Man United, Liverpool. We'll go to them, and we've got nothing to worry about now. We can just have a go at them. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, looking forward to that. Right, we're going to Brighton next.
Oh gosh.
Brighton, Newcastle.
Well.
Can you see it? Yeah.
Let's have a look. I'll see it just yet. There we go.
There you go.
Yeah.
What a pass.
Thumping 3-0 win for Brighton. I know. Brighton were excellent though from start to finish. But they've been a lot of the time all season. They played very well, and obviously if you look at it, they haven't been taking their chances. But like today and then the other week against Southampton, putting the ball finally putting it back in the net, and finally converting the chances. But all their goals were quality, absolute quality goals. Like obviously, we hope Isaac Hayden gets better soon. But Brighton scored 3 quality goals. Trossard's goal, fantastic. Welbeck's goal was sensational, and the Mope's volley, the technique on the volley in the box was cracking goal. But for Brighton, I think they'll be safe. I think they'll be absolutely fine. I think it's just one from the four will go down. I think Newcastle in big trouble. They had that one chance with Fraser which hit the post, but apart from that, they were really poor. Because obviously, I understand they've got injuries. A lot of teams have injuries. They have injuries a lot to their attacking players. So that's where there's hardly any goals. So
yeah.
I kind of feel sorry for them in a way, but that was a cracking goal. But the goal of the week is going to be hard this week because there's plenty of contenders.
Yeah, there's such loads.
On 4 games, so there's plenty of contenders. So yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, the goals, like the Trossard goal we just seen there, like just sensational, like just different level good. But he's been playing the last couple of weeks as Trossard. But we've said this before. Brighton are playing, they're just not scoring, and it's like they finally got that little bit of luck. And they played a poor Newcastle team, but it counted that they could score. And then this goal is just different level. This Danny Welbeck goal, just fantastic. Brilliant touch, and then just smashing it through, just absolutely brilliant. But they've been trying this for the last couple of weeks, and I think it's finally, they've finally come to light. I think they're going to be okay. I think they're going to be okay. I think they're going to win enough games now with the way that they play to stay up, because I can't see Newcastle and Fulham for that, and West Brom getting enough points to challenge Brighton. I think Brighton have got another 2 or 3 wins left in them, and I think 2 or 3 wins will do it for them. Do you know what I mean? Newcastle, though, they're in trouble. They are in big trouble, because I cannot see how they're going to win a game without Wilson and Maximum. I just cannot see it. Like Almiron hit the post. They've got no drive. There's just no. It feels like you're just watching them to lose now. You can't.
Like giving up.
You can't. I don't think you can completely blame Steve Bruce, because I do think it's a card he's been dealt, and the team that he's got is just poor. Like, it's just a poor team. But at the moment, it seems very negative football. But I cannot see how they're going to score a goal with Joe Linton up front. But so the Newcastle fans,
but the problem is also you got to say no. But even if they're in, go on. No, I was just gonna. All I was literally gonna say is, despite I know what you're saying about them not scoring goals, surely they need to be set up by the manager to be much harder to beat.
Yeah.
Even if you're not gonna lose, at least try and pick up some draws or a point or something. Try and be a bit harder to beat, because it's a bit easy.
But what you just said goes on to my next point. So Newcastle fans have protested, saying we want Steve Bruce out. Who do you get? Who comes into that job? What self-respecting manager goes into that job? Because they know what's coming. They know you're not going to get backed. You're not going to get money. You're in a relegation battle, and the chances are you're going to go down. Like, unless you do something, even if you do stay up, you're not going to be given the resources to do much. It's very much hands are tied behind your back. Do you know what I mean? So. It's all well enough saying, let's get rid of Steve Bruce, but who do you get?
It's true.
I mean, the one that I was thinking of is Eddie Howe. That's the one I was thinking of. He plays good football, attacking football, and you might give him a bit of life. But then, does he take the job? It is a big club at the end of the day, but it's a poison chalice, because
I think he would. Look, he has some of his old players back.
Yeah, Fraser and Wilson. That's the thing.
I don't know. What about maybe Slaven Bilic?
But he's not really. I don't think he's going to regenerate him, is he? You want a manager that's going to. The problem this is what Newcastle fans are saying, is when they got Rafa Benitez, it was too little, too late. Like, he came in. He did change him, but it was too little, too late. They didn't get enough points and went down. They're saying that you need to make a change now, because you need a big manager to come in. You need a big personality, someone who's going to get that team and get them surviving. But I don't think there's a manager out there that can do it now. And because I don't think there's a manager like a Rafa Benitez, because like a Rafa Benitez would not take that job now. And I don't think there's a manager like that would take that job knowing that they're going to be in the Championship, because the Championship is not an easy league to get out of if you do go down.
That's true.
You know what I mean? It's not a certainty that they're going to come straight back up. Norwich have done well, and obviously Watford are up there now, but other teams, some teams do really struggle in that league when you go down. Look at like teams like Stoke. They haven't come back up and stuff. I think Steve Bruce, I think he's been unlucky. I never thought he was the right man for the job in the first place, for a big club like Newcastle, and I think he's been unlucky with the card he's been dealt with. But I think I don't know who you could bring in that's going to change the team. It needs a complete just restructure from top to bottom, because the owner is just tearing him up. The owner. Do you know what I mean?
It's true, but I also think that if for Newcastle, because obviously as much as they want their team to play a style of way, a lot of specific style, they need to bring up the manager has to play like a good, decent style of football. Like you see how Graham Potter plays good football with Brighton. They play a certain style. Like that kind of manager is what they probably need to bring in. But the question is, where do you get that kind of manager?
But the thing is with Brighton, though, is that they had Chris Houghton in charge, didn't they? And he kept them up every single season, but he didn't play the greatest of football. And they went bold. They went, we want to change the style of our football. We're going to get rid of a manager that we know will keep us up, but we want to completely change that and get a manager that we feel can push us on to the next steps. They're bringing Potter. They've given him money. They've invested in him, brought in the Trossards, other young lads that he's brought in, all these, really flary players and stuff. And they've backed him. There's not a chance Mike Ashley will back a manager. There's not a chance because he wants to sell them. But the problem he's got is if they go down to the Championship, you're not selling them, or you're not getting the price that you wanted for them. Do you know what I mean? Because your value goes down because the Premier League's where it's at, and with all COVID and stuff that's happened, it's even worse. But yeah, that's what I mean. I just don't see what manager could take over that team now and keep them up. But then is Steve Bruce going to keep them up? And I don't know if he will.
So I mean, can imagine like a season with no team in the North East again.
It's all right, Leeds are there now, so we'll just we'll keep it up for the North. Right, we'll go Arsenal next.
Fair point.
I need to.
Oh gosh, what a crazy London derby game this was. What a crazy match.
I'll kick off this one if you want. So yeah, West Ham Arsenal. What a game! I mean, West Ham just came out the traps, didn't they? They just came out the traps straight away. Boom, Lingard. What a goal! Great finish, great assist from Antonio. He's on fire, and loving his life at the moment. But yeah, Arsenal just shell shocked. West Ham came out the traps. I didn't think Leno with the next. I think it's the next goal with Leno. I thought was very poor. But yeah, they just came out the traps and really, went at Arsenal. And Arsenal just didn't know what was going on like that. Watching, and I thought Leno could do better there. And Leno has to save that for me with the Bowen one. He has to save that. Bit of poor goalkeeping. But it goes back to the point we've already made, is that it sees some of these players that are really letting Arteta down, because I do think Arteta does play some good football, and it's proven when Arsenal start scoring the goals and stuff. But fair play to Arsenal as well for coming back. 3-0 down, it's very hard against a team that are 5th in your 11th. And you've come back. So fair play to them for doing it. Bit of luck with that goal, and it was Sukek. Just hit him and flew in. But yeah, Lacazette played really well. But Arsenal need investment for next season. Arsenal need a bit of investment if they're going to compete in the fighting for the Champions League and that. Yeah. What do you think?
You think they got a shot of winning? You think they got a shot of winning the Champions League? Because I think, the Europa League. Because I think they got a shot. I really think they've got a shot at winning the Europa League. Because Man United probably get to the semi-finals and get beat. So I think they've got a shot at this season of actually winning the Europa League.
Yeah.
Because that might be their best chance of getting the Champions League. But on this game, West Ham at the start were fantastic. They were brilliant all over Arsenal. They were fantastic. I have to say, watching that second goal, that is as bad a defending from a quick free kick or whatever that you'll ever see. Because that goal reminds me of the one that when Liverpool won 4-0 against Barcelona, and Trent took a quick corner, and all the Barcelona players turned their back. Now, on that second goal, 4 Arsenal players turned their back. I weren't even looking at the ball when Lingard played it through Bowen. And then once he played it through to Bowen, then obviously the goalkeeper should not have been beaten at his near post. It was awful goalkeeping. Well, Arsenal, the Arsenal were shocking at the start, but for credit to you, they turned it around. You know, they played very well to turn it around. I thought Odegaard has been very good. You know, some
Yeah,
of
it's
my
been
Arsenal
brilliant.
colleagues, friends, some of my Arsenal friends have been telling me that he's a bit like Özil, but for me, he's got more energy than Özil. He looks like he's going to score goals as well. Whether they can hang on to him is a different thing. I'm not sure they can, but you know, fair. You know, Odegaard turned up in the second half. He played much better. Lacazette was very good. Actually, I thought the fullbacks. The fullbacks were really good. Chambers was
Yeah,
excellent.
Chambers is
His
excellent one.
crossing
Yeah,
ability was excellent. He was, but if you look at Arsenal now, right, because now they've got Chambers and Cedric, they might even offload Bellerin to get more funds because
yeah,
Cedric defensively is solid, but Chambers from that showing, if he plays like that, going forward and with the end product as well, that's good backup. So, but defensively, Arsenal, you know, like I said, in that 90 minutes, it showed the good and the bad side of Arsenal. West Ham will just be kicking themselves because, you know, that they should have won the game. Obviously, Antonio hitting the post at the end, very unlucky, but they shouldn't even have put themselves in that position. Obviously, they scored 2 own goals. Obviously, that was bad for Souček and football fantasy, but it's neither here nor there. But they should have put that game to bed. West Ham, when you're 3-0 up, you've got to put it to bed. But fair play to Arsenal for that. You know, give them credit for resilience. It
yeah.
was a very good match. One of the best matches of the season, to be fair.
Yeah, I think it showed like West Ham's naivety. Do you know what I mean? But you know, I mean, they did Spurs at the start of the season, didn't they? But you know, you're 3-0 up, you should never lose a game, and I think it shows that that's just why they're not going to get Champions League this season. You know, they're just not there. But they've built a really good team, and I think they've had a really good season, but they're just not there. But yeah, Arsenal, they're just not there either. And I think they definitely need that investment in the summer if they're going to push on to the Champions League, because it needs to sort that defence out, and that's the main thing, that they need to get that defence sorted. That, you know, it's same players letting you down, and they just need to, you know, dry that up a little bit. But fair play to Arteta though, because you know they came back really well. Do you know what I mean? And you know, to come back from 3-0 down is an achievement. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, right, on to the last game.
I was just going to say, just quickly, I do think they were tired because of the Europa League, playing on Thursday maybe. And also West Ham did a game, so they might have been quite tired from that, even though they got beat as well. But yeah, I just think, you know, maybe you know, if you look at if you look over the weekend, a lot of the top teams, they did not play the best because they were all tired, because of obviously playing midweek of Champions League.
Chelsea said that, didn't they?
So
Tuchel came out that for Chelsea, didn't he? He said that that's why they played poorly against Sheffield, because we're just fatigued. To be fair, though, they are playing too many games. Like, going on to that, they are playing too many games. Like, the players do need a bit of a rest. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're playing like 3 games a week some weeks. Do you know what I mean? It's just too much. That's why, for like me as a Leeds fan, like I'm happy with the international break, as in like most of our lads haven't gone, so they get a bit of a rest. Do you know what I mean? Right, on to the last game. Right, go for it. A bit of Spurs. Aston Villa Spurs.
Oh, I have to say, after the week Spurs have had, they much needed that so they much needed victory for them. After, you know, embarrassingly getting dumped out of the Europa League by Dinamo Zagreb, and then also getting beat last week by Arsenal. Much needed victory, you know. Decent performance by them. You know, they turned up, got the 3 points they were there to do. You know, changed up. Vinicius started, scored a tap in. Don't know what Marcus was doing, rushing out his goal like that. I don't know what he was doing. Then they couldn't get themselves organised, but that was a very well worked goal. I thought that was a very well worked goal. And, you know, strikers finish. This is what Vinicius does. He doesn't play that much, but when he does play, you know, he'll just put himself in the box, and he comes alive in the box, he scores goals, and that's what he does. So, you know, fair. Villa had a couple of chances to score, but they didn't take them. A penalty is a very dubious one, because it is actually a penalty, but I think he got kind of lucky, because, like, you know, the way he put his body across like that, you know, that's something the defender was sliding because he was going to try and block across. Well, then Kane decided to move his body onto the other side, where he got the contact. So in a way, it's a penalty, but it's still a bit harsh. You know what I mean? So But for football fantasy points, I'm kind of glad he scored the penalty, made it 2-0. So, but fair play to Spurs. They needed a win and a clean sheet even more. Obviously, Villa, no Grealish. I can't, obviously, it's not like they're not creating chances. Villa still create chances, but they're not taking them. So this is what's happening to them right now. So I understand they need Grealish, but they're more than capable of picking up points without him. But they're just not taking their chances. So yeah, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I disagree with that comment, to be honest. I think they are creating chances, but for me, they're not creating good. The half chances, they're not good enough chances. And I think that's something that Jack Grealish does create, and I think, and I mean, the comment I'm going to make now, I think without Jack Grealish, Villa are relegation candidates. Like I just
Really?
if anyone says, "Oh, I think you're wrong," I just think look at the games that he haven't played. They haven't won. They haven't won any. Do you know what I mean? They're playing. Yeah, they played a couple of tough teams, but they're not playing.
Newcastle.
Yeah, they're playing teams like Newcastle that are getting battered by Brighton. Like, yeah, for me, if Grealish doesn't play in that team, they're relegation candidates, and that's how important he is. I think the players that were stepping up at the start of the season have sort of gone missing a little bit, and I don't know why that is. I don't know if it's Grealish's got such a influence. I don't know if he's just the spark that they're missing. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know what's going on there. But without him, they just not. I mean, they beat Leeds, but it was a 1-0. They had one chance, they scored it and defended the rest of it. And I think defensively they are very good, but scoring goals wise, I don't know why they can't do it without Grealish. But yeah, for me, they would be relegation candidates without him. And I think if he does leave in the summer, which I don't think he will, because I think the price that he would have to go for, I don't think anybody can afford in COVID situation. So I don't think he will go. But if he did go, I think they'd really struggle without him. Really struggle. I think onto the game. I think very bold from Mourinho making the changes that he did, and I think it put a real statement out there that he'll trust the young lads. If he doesn't trust the more experienced ones, Bale, Dyer, for example. You question again why Dyer's in the England squad. Like, I still don't understand that. Whereas, he's in the England squad, but he can't even get into the Tottenham team. Do you know what I mean? He's dropped him for a young lad. And and I think everyone's been saying that for weeks, that Dyer's not good enough for the England squad. So, yeah, I'm not. I mean, obviously we said it's Southgate's boy, but yeah, I think I don't know if Dyer will make the Euros. I think that could be a question mark if he's playing or not, if he makes the Euros.
I think he will. I think he'll make the squad due to the injuries defensively we might have. The actual centre back guys. I think he might just make the squad.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think he should.
It's toss of a coin, man, between him and probably Michael Keane, to be quite honest with you.
I'd take Michael Keane all day long, and I've said this before. All day long, I'd take Michael Keane instead of him. I don't see what he brings. I really don't. But yeah, a really good win for Tottenham. Though. Like I said, he went bold, Mourinho, and I thought needed win. I thought it was a good win. It was more like an assured win. It never looked in doubt type thing. And it puts them back in the hunt for the Champions League places. So yeah. Obviously, Martinez were a bit of a mistake for the first goal, but he's had a fantastic season, so I don't think you can complain too much about that. But yeah, right, on to Player of the Week.
Oh.
Quick that, wasn't it? Because there's only 4 games.
Player of the Week, okay. It was, yeah. Player of the Week. Me, I'm gonna give it to Trossard. Actually, it's a tricky one, but I'm gonna give it to Trossard because he not only scored a cracking goal, he got a good assist for the third Brighton goal for the volley, and I thought that him and the whole Brighton team were excellent in their 3-0 win against Newcastle. I know Newcastle, but I thought they were, it was a very good performance, and I thought, yeah, stand out. He played very well. What about you?
I said Chambers, just because I thought it was excellent going forward for Arsenal. Obviously created the chances for him. And then I put Bamford as well, because obviously a goal and assist for Bamford, and took his goal really well. And to say he was injured and he only played 65 minutes, I thought he played really well. And obviously a brilliant assist for Rafinha. So yeah, I thought he had a really good week. Assist of the week.
Assist of the week. I think. Let me think. Okay, assist of the week. Oh, for me, yes, Tottenham's first goal. Actually, I'm going to get to Tottenham's first goal because the play itself, the little bit of silky play that they played after Martinez came rushing out the goal to get into the position where he could just square it across the box for Vinicius. I thought it was well worked. I just thought it was a well worked goal altogether. So I think I'll give this. I know it was only a tap in, but the way they assisted it and passed it around quickly, I'm going to give it to Lucas Moura.
Yeah, I'm going to go Trossard. Trossard got the assist for the Mapai one, didn't he? For Brighton's third. Yeah, I'm going that one. Yeah, because it was brilliant taking goal as well, wasn't it? So I'm going to go for that one. And then villain of the week. Who's your villain?
Villain of the week. Gosh. Okay, it's got to be. It's got to be. It's got to be in the West Ham Arsenal game. That's definitely sure. It's got to be probably Dawson and Souček, because first of all, Souček scores a goal he doesn't know much about, and then he ends up scoring an own goal he doesn't know much about. And Dawson, because he hammers the ball in the back of the net. And realistically, West Ham scored 5 goals in that whole game.
Yeah.
2 of them were own goals. So
yeah,
it has to go to Souček and Dawson. Having said that, had West Ham won that game, it probably would have gone to somebody in that Arsenal back 4. So yeah, it's gone to Dawson and Souček, 2 players, I think. What about you?
I've gone Steve Bruce. And just because I think he's had a nightmare week, to be fair, I don't think he's had a very good week, has he? And I think when the Newcastle fans, it's during COVID lockdown, and the Newcastle fans are gathering outside your stadium saying they want you out. It's not great, is it? Do you know what I mean? And I just think, the writing's on the wall of him, to be honest. I can't see how unless he can get some wins in very, very quickly, I can't see how he's going to be in much longer. But like I said, I don't know who you're going to get, but yeah. And then, cool. So how do you get on in fantasy?
Well, you know what? I was losing 4 matches. Got 36 points. I stay 4th in one of my leagues, and stay 23rd in the other one. And yeah, I did all right. I think good thing I captain Harry Kane, got me 14 points because he got a goal. So yeah, no, it was pretty good. So yeah, 36 points. That's not bad, to be fair.
73.
73? Seriously?
Yeah, but I'll show you.
Whose team's that? That can't be yours.
It's my team, yeah. So I did.
Fair play.
I did 2 transfers this week. I got Sanchez in, and I put Trossard in as well. And I went bold and put Trossard as my captain. So obviously he got 14 points. So yeah, so I had Sanchez got me 6 because he got a clean sheet. Then I had Strauch and Dallas who got me 2 each. I had Lookman who got an assist. Souček who scored a goal but then scored an own goal. Trossard who was my captain. Antonio, Kane and Bamford. So yeah, I smashed it, to be fair. But I had Gareth Bale in, didn't I? And he didn't even play. So
and they all scored. Well, no.
I know, yeah. And then I had Taggart, but he got 0. So
you done well.
At one stage, I was like, when it was 3-0 to West Ham, I thought I'm going to win. I'm going to get the most points of the week here, because Antonio has scored because they put Antonio's goal on for him.
Yeah.
So I was like, Souček got the goal, and then Antonio got an assist of it as well. And I was like, I'm in points here, And then obviously Souček got an own goal, and then Bale and Taggart didn't get any points. So yeah, so at one stage I thought I'm going to win the week, but no. But yeah, decent week. And then so this week, do you want to do your round? Do you want to do your roundup first, and then I'll do questions for the thing.
Awesome. Okay, so just quickly, just briefly, FA Cup. good wins for good performance. Good win for Southampton, Manchester City, Chelsea, and Leicester. Good wins for those teams. You know, for getting through to the semi-final, their road to Wembley. Well, in around Europe actually, I have to start off with Bayern Munich because they were sensational the other day. They went down to 10 men after was it in the I think it was in the between 20 and 30th minute. They went down to 10 men against at home to Stuttgart, and you think, well, Stuttgart might go and win here for the first time, you know, and that's what Leipzig would have wanted as their second. And Bayern Munich just turned it on. Lewandowski scored a perfect hat trick, left foot, right foot volley, left foot, right foot header, and they won 4-0. Gnabry got the other goal. Bayern Munich, brilliant. Like honestly, you can put 10 men up against them, and they look like world champions, which they are. So Juventus beaten at home, 1-0 at home by Benevento. 10 points behind Inter. Embarrassing. It's looking a lot harder for them to win the title. Well, I can't see them doing it at all, really. Pirlo, unless he
he'll be getting
wins
sacked.
the cup, is probably going to have a lot of questions.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. It's shocking, really. It's unacceptable. But AC Milan won 3-2 away from home as well to keep their hopes alive. Real Madrid got a 3-1 win against Celta Vigo, closed the gap to Madrid, but Barcelona decided to win 6-1 yesterday as well. Messi broke the appearance record for Barcelona as well, and he got 2 goals. Won 6-1 at Real Sociedad, and Madrid scraped past Getafe 1-0. So overall, not a bad weekend of European football or all round. Dortmund obviously drew 2-2 with Cologne as well. Haaland just keeps scoring as well. So whatever Haaland does, Lewandowski turns to trounce. So yeah, really good weekend of football. Really good. And PSG won as well, 4-2 against Lyon. They're back to the top of the league.
Just on the FA Cup, I thought Man U, it's disgraceful that they haven't made it to semis. Like, although the way that they rotated the squad, I just thought, what are you doing? Like, it's your chance to win a trophy. Like, and I think Solskjaer's attitude has been very poor throughout all of this, where he says that, you know, I'm not here to win trophies. I'm like here to like improve the squad and stuff. And it's like nobody remembers second place. Do you know what I mean?
No.
You remember trophies. Liverpool, you won the league last year. Like, you don't remember. Do you get praise for coming second or the other? No, you don't. Like, you get praise for winning the league. So yeah, I think I could see the writing being on the wall with him soon as well, because I just think
the mentality. Like, I don't know what the mentality is. The mentality is not under him has been not that great. It's just like the mentality. You think Man United win, you know, play to win, just win, like win trophies. I don't know if that's the mentality anymore. Sadly, for them.
Yeah. So yeah, I just think yeah, shocking. But fair play to Brendan Rodgers and Leicester, because I think it'd be fantastic if they get to the final, which I think they will get to the final. We're playing Southampton, so I think that'll be fantastic for them. But yeah, I just think Solskjaer, you know, it's going to get to a point where you're going to be expected to win something soon, and if you don't, you're going to be out. Because it's not like he's not spent money. Like, they've spent money. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, I don't think it belongs for that. No predictions this week, obviously, because there's no Premier League. It's European, so we're not doing predictions this week. But we're going to do, instead of Would You Rather, I've got some quiz questions instead. So we're going to do some quiz questions. So you ready? Right. Which player scored the fastest hat-trick in the Premier League? And I can give you a clue if you want a clue.
Yeah, I can.
Do you want a clue? He plays for Liverpool. Now. He plays for Liverpool now.
Don't count.
No, he plays for Liverpool now.
Salah.
Mane.
Huh? Oh, I was thinking him as well. Oh wait, he's got a hat trick for Southampton, isn't it?
No, yeah, Southampton versus Villa, yeah. Right, which player with 653 games has made the most Premier League appearances? Do you want a clue for that one?
Gareth Barry.
Oh, well done. That's good. Yeah, well done. That's decent. And then Right, which three players share the record for the Premier League's most red cards? 8. 8 red cards. Do you want to click this one?
Most red cards. Yeah, go on.
Right, so one played for Arsenal, one played for Manchester City and Aston Villa, and one played for Newcastle and Everton. So the one that played for Arsenal was in central midfield. The one that played for City and Villa was a central defender, and the striker played for Everton and Newcastle.
Cool. Xhaka?
No.
Oh, wait. Oh, midfielder?
Arsenal midfielder?
Vieira?
Yeah, Vieira, yeah.
Richard Dunn?
Yeah, it's well done. And then horrible...
what was the other one?
Yeah, Everton and Newcastle he played for, and he's there. So he's there now, not as a player, but he's there now.
Duncan Ferguson.
Yeah,
mate. Yeah, he was right horrible. He was, especially in those derby matches.
That video, have you seen that video when Jimmy Bullard looks at him? He's like, there's proper anger. Jimmy Bullard's not looking at him. Right, I'll give you one more.
Gosh.
With 260 goals, who is the Premier League's all-time top goal scorer?
Shearer.
Yeah, it's who is that one, isn't it? And that's it.
I'm honest with you. What Newcastle would do for at least 10 of those goals right now?
They'd take Duncan Ferguson now or Alan Shearer. Mad.
By the way, just quickly, actually, just quickly to add, just on the FA Cup. In the Chelsea-Sheffield United game, Paul McGoldrick missed an absolute sitter just in front of the penalty area, which would have made it 1-1. So I kind of felt bad I had to mention that, but he missed an absolute... That was one of the misses of the week. So, yeah, I had to mention that.
And that's the reason why they're going down. Okay, so yeah, that's everything for this week. So, like I said, on Tuesday we're going to be doing an England special instead of the Premier League. Obviously, there's no Premier League fixtures. We'll be going through what we predict for the England lineup and our predictions of our scores and our goal scorers. Thanks for watching, and let us know down in the comments if you liked this new way we've done it with the videos, or if you like us just talking. Just let us know. And Shaun.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and thank you for joining us. Make sure you check out the Instagram page, Facebook page, Castbox page as well. With Let's Talk with Shaun and Luke. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. Till next time.
Thanks, guys.